Hello everybody, it's Keisha. I wanted to come on and talk quickly about Kanye. It is so crazy. It's almost like somebody put that light in front of him from Men in Black and was like, bing, forget. It's so crazy because it's like, he's like, forget everything I said. I'm back on the plantation. I didn't mean it. I was being used. It's just crazy. It's like a gang culture or like a cult culture where if you are black, you have to believe every single thing else that another black person says. That is stupid. That is not liberty. That is not freedom. Freedom is when you are free to think your own thoughts and not be free to think your own thoughts and not be condemned for thinking what you truly feel is right for you. It is insane for other black prominent people famous, I guess, maybe not prominent, but famous, but like T.I. and Charlemagne the God, these radio hosts who have so much influence and people hang on to everything they say, and Snoop and all these people, they have some monopoly on the culture. Actually, they do have a monopoly on the culture. It's like, you have to think this way or you're not truly black. You have to think this way or you're not, you're crazy or you're not thinking properly. When they liken Kanye as to being in the sunken place, and the sunken place is supposedly a place of control, they're actually doing the controlling. When they keep saying, we got to get Kanye back, we got to meet, we got to get together, we got to talk about Kanye, we got to get him back to thinking the way that he was before, that is exactly what the sunken place is. It is a place where you cannot think for yourself, you cannot do for yourself. Well, you're being puppeted, somebody is controlling and trying to make you feel and think the way they want you to think. That is ultimately what the sunken place is. So I don't get it. It's okay when you put him in the sunken place if you're black, but it's not okay if a white person puts him in the sunken place. Either way, he is a human being and he's free to think what he wants to think. Just like I'm free to think what I want to think. I wish somebody would try to tell me what I should think. Just because I'm a black person. It really reminds me of, do y'all remember Steven in Django, where he was the master's go-to guy. He was like the black slave who was keeping the slaves in line. He was like the tattletale. He was like keeping the master up on what was going on the plantation. Like, hey, I heard them planning an escape. You might want to get them inwards back in line. That's what this sounds like. The T.I.s, the Snoops, the Charlemagne the Gods, all of these. Oh, somebody's thinking something different. Get them back in line. Get them back on the plantation. Don't let them escape. Bring them back in, boss. This is ridiculous. You are free to, this is America, and you are free to think what you feel is right for you. That's the beauty of liberty. Liberty means that when somebody else disagrees with you, they have the right to. Unless you want to live in North Korea or somewhere where there is no free thought, then you need to allow people to think and say what they need to say. Because if it was when it comes to other rights, when it comes to when it came to rap and other things like that, you wanted to be able to say all the filthy stuff that they say in raps and stuff. My goodness. You didn't want anybody controlling what you thought and felt then, but you want to control other people when it's not consistent with the current black thought of the day. That is asinine. I'm going to need all of these wannabe political rappers and stuff to have several seats, because the moment you start trying to dictate that this is what this culture or this group of people is supposed to think, is the moment where the next time you want to have a dissenting thought or a thought that is different from your group, be expected to have that same result. Come with that same energy. Don't, let somebody else pull you back into their group when you're trying to lead. I don't think you would like that very much. So it's just, it's just do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's really it's a simple concept. This is insane.